It's a real honour again to be opening up the junior mining event at Mining Indaba that we've spent a lot of time working with Alex and the team to hopefully improve and move forward the junior space. And we're delighted to see such a good turnout this morning to hear what we hope will be an informative session about the opportunities that lie ahead for a listing on the London Stock Exchange.
We had a very exciting panel and series of presentations this morning, a very good turnout as well, over 150 people here to listen to what I think is a very exciting story.
I think it's a great win-win. The nice thing with London is there's access to cash. There's a number of advisors, whether it's from brokers through to analysts, through to IR, PR, etc., that are really highly competent, so you can choose from a wide array of advisors. There's fund managers that understand resources specifically. And London in general is not nervous, it's prepared to invest in Africa.
In the UK, it has always been a centre point over hundreds of years for investment into the African continent. And so it's a natural staging point for us as a company.
I think London offers mining companies a number of things. Firstly, a very deep pool of capital. It's a very international investor market. We trade through the time zones in Asia and through to the US, so a very broad array of investors that can be accessed in London. It's a very clear and transparent and well-supervised regulatory regime that companies find easy to navigate. And also I think it's a market that offers choices to companies.
We're seeing a lot of activity from ASX and TSX listed companies looking to come to London, dual list, typically development companies with African assets who want to use the UK capital markets to help them develop their projects.
Adding that second listing and accessing investors that aren't able to buy those companies listed on other markets because they require the quote, and that's a large pool of capital and it's quite a stable pool of capital.
London's been very busy actually for the mining sector despite some of the macro and political headwinds to navigate. We had 11 listings last year, 5 of which were African mining companies. So actually it's been a pretty busy period for us at the exchange. The pipeline for 2019 looks very robust as well. I think there are plenty of mining companies, both private companies looking to come to market, but also internationally listed business looking to add a London listing to generate that additional liquidity and investor access through London. I think we'll be seeing both of those trends this year.
Our growth opportunities are increasingly in Africa, and we're looking for an investor and a larger pool of capital that are familiar with the continent. We've been on the Australian Stock Exchange for 30 years, been a very successful gold miner, and we think the next stage of growth is best suited to a London-based investor and perhaps a London-based company.